Hello again. There is, as I'm sure that viewers will be only too aware, a concerted effort these days to show white men as being useless misogynists and virulent racists, in stark contrast to the kind, compassionate, and intelligent black people with whom they interact. This scenario is, of course, familiar to us from television dramas, cinema films, and advertisements. It is, as you might say, the official and orthodox line that all the bad things in the world are a consequence of the actions of white men. Were it not for them, we are given to understand, the world would be a much better place with everybody getting on well together, and it is hinted, with black people leading the way in an era of harmony and peaceful coexistence. This is seldom spelt out explicitly, but is rather impressed upon us subliminally by both the mass media and our politicians, ably backed up by the liberal intelligentsia, of course. One of the chief vehicles for this campaign of propaganda is the advertising industry. They know which side their bread is buttered on, and if they want people to use their services, then they have to join in the game of portraying white men as ineffective fools and dolts. One cannot really blame them for this. They are, after all, only in it for the money. Which brings us to a specific advertisement, a link to which I provide in the description to this video. It is for the breakdown service Green Flag, which fancies itself as a rival to the longer established organisations such as the AA and RAC. I might mention that a tiny fraction of 1% of those working in such services and going out to broken down vehicles are actually women. Incredible as it may seem, I was myself engaged by a further education college some years ago to teach vehicle maintenance, about which subject few people know less, and I quickly noticed that there were no girls in the class. It was the same in all the other colleges when it came to things like vehicle maintenance, electrical installation, plumbing, and so on. You might get the odd girl on those courses, but maybe just one a year. Bringing me neatly to the topic about which I am talking this morning, I will mention that when the college was putting together its prospectus for the coming year and wanted to take some photographs of the various departments, it was felt that showing a room full of young men, most of whom were white, would not give the right impression. So they sent over to the hair and beauty department and asked them to send over the most glamorous black girl student they could find. She duly arrived and was then photographed gingerly holding a screwdriver and pretending to be fixing an engine. That prospectus became something of a collector's item and was the subject of much hilarity in the staff room. Anyway, returning to Green Flag, the video to which I give a link shows a whimsical race between members of various breakdown services, most of whom are white men, with one black woman among them. The white men are, of course, useless. They are eating during the race, they steal food as they are running, they fall over, and so on. Guess who wins the race and is thus proved to be the best of those providing a breakdown recovery service? It is, of course, the black woman. This advertisement is quite priceless and well worth watching. It only lasts a minute or so. If women are rarely found as garage mechanics or on the front line of a breakdown service, then black women are unheard of. The advertisement is therefore not only clearly propaganda, but is also quite mad. The purpose in making it was to show Green Flag as being with it and modern, and pandering to today's prejudices, I can only describe them as, in a most obvious fashion. This is certainly one of the most ludicrous instances of this trend that I have ever encountered.